What up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego, and we working the Vampire Stream. We working. We on the late night. I'm your host, Ego. Let's talk about it. We're going to jump right into it. I did a video about this, but I wanted to go live on the Vampire Stream. So Barry Hearns. Barry Hearns did an interview. Well, not an interview. He posted something. I'm going to read it exactly. It's a verified account. That's what he put on his verified account. So now a new improved offer has been made to Deontay Wilder's camp. Let's see if they will finally agree to a meeting to discuss or not. Fans will find out if both sides really want this fight, and I know Anthony Joshua does. No obstacles from our end, so just waiting for a response. And that sounds like lightweight guilty, the fact that you had to say no obstacles for our end when the whole world believes otherwise, you know, or a lot of people believe otherwise. You know, that sounded like a guilty conscience. I could break this down in so many different ways, so I'm going to try my best to do that here. I call bluff on this, and I'm going to break it down. Hold on, let me charge my phone. My phone's about to die. We're going to break this down together. Say when. All y'all got to do is say when, and I'm on it. I'm on the case. You know, we like Johnny Cochran over here. We like lawyers, the way we really break this information down. Somebody say when, and I'm going to go in. All right, first things first. What happened to all the man fans that said that Barry Hearn had nothing to do with Matchroom? He's old. Remember when Barry Hearn did the video where he was fishing, it was very incriminating, you know, and it sounded like he was like kind of like exposing their operation, how they didn't want the Joshua Wilder fight next. They said Barry Hearn, like the, you know, YouTube channels and stuff like that, they made statements like, oh, Barry Hearn's old. He gave the company to Eddie Hearn. He doesn't know what he's saying. He's not really a part of it. So why is he putting out statements about sending out an order, you know, on his verified account, sending out an improved offer, if what they said was true? If Barry Hearn literally had nothing to do with the company, like they were saying, and he had no influence, then why is he updating fans on his verified account on negotiations and where they're at and what they're doing? I'll wait. Somebody please explain this to me. That's my first question. Smash the like button. This is what happens when you recycle other people's points. You start looking dumb in the end. Hold on. Let me grab this tissue. While y'all are thinking of your next excuse, we're going to talk about Triple G Charlo too. While y'all think of your next excuse, allow me to blow my nose. Shout out to D. This is why it pays to think for yourself. See, love me or hate me, I think for myself. You know, I'm not saying I can't be swayed or influenced or won't listen to people, but whatever I listen to from you, it has to make sense because I'm an independent thinker. I don't need someone to think for me. So if you want to change my way of thinking, that's fine. But you have to bring sound, logical, rational, you know, realistic opinions and options to the table. Once again, I thought Barry Hearn had nothing to do with Matchroom. Why is he updating us? Simple question. This is what happens when you lie, be it YouTube channels, writers, Team Joshua. When you lie, you get caught up in a web full of lies. There's no one that can do this to me and pick up a video or something I said and then find a contradiction 2 days later, a week later, 1,000 different contradictions. Because what I feel, I'm really expressing to you guys, because I truly feel like there's no agenda. I'm not here to protect a fighter. I'm not trying to make someone look good, even though they don't look, you know what I'm saying? I'm just giving it to you raw and uncut, that pure, like cocaine, you know what I'm saying? I'm giving you that raw. So that's my question. What happened to this is why old media, I'm going to make it my business. I'm going to see how many of these motherfuckers we could take out this year. All these old medias. We already went through HBO. We said, HBO, you got to get it together. If not, I don't see this lasting. So that was the biggest conquest. Who next? You know what I mean? I see a lot of these other YouTube channels and stuff. They start dissipating. We're not really worried about the little rinky-dink YouTube channels. But, where is it? All your savior, even the most poppin' casual channels that you guys used to all flock to, the ones that were doing halfway decent, not even around. Are they even doing videos anymore? Because I used to occasionally see the dumb shit on my home feed or suggested video. I don't even see it no more. So I'd have to imagine they're not in the algorithm. And I have to imagine that they're not popping, because if they were popping, you would be introduced to the algorithm and you would occasionally show up. I do all these boxing videos. They would at least, if you're doing well, you'll start seeing related videos, you know what I'm saying? And I don't see these dudes on my sidebar. I don't see them in the algorithm. So this is what happens when you follow the wrong leader, when you listen to other people and it doesn't make sense. They dead. I told y'all new media was coming. All that stuff, it's cool to have differences. See, people, I'm gonna keep clearing this up as many times as needed. It's cool to have a difference of opinion and go against my opinions, Ego's Army's opinions. That's fine. We don't have a problem with that. But you have to make sense. You have to bring something to the table. You can't just be saying whatever just to say it with no explanation. It's looking bad for these dudes. So that's my first question to old media. I thought Barry Hearn had nothing to do with Matchroom. So if that's the case, then why is he updating us on negotiations and what they're sending? And how does he know? How does he even know? That's a good question. How does he even know what contracts are being sent for negotiations if he has nothing to do with the company and he's retired and fishing and stuff? See, y'all don't think ahead. So that's one issue. But we'll get into the deeper stuff. Here's the deeper stuff. Why would they send okay, so you had roughly from January to roughly August or so to negotiate with Wilder to fight for September through October, somewhere around there. You wait until Joshua's free, but Wilder has already kicked off a press tour and is not even in negotiations, but he already has a confirmed fight, a venue, a location, and the press tour just concluded. They're doing a Showtime All Access 3-part series, documenting it. They sold $1 million worth of tickets in 25 minutes. You wait until that moment, that particular space of time, and now all of a sudden you want to rush negotiations for April. I mean, it's I understand damage control, but to me, the whole thing with damage control is to make the person you're trying to, they're in the bad, light within the public. So you're trying to, ease the blow, slow the bleeding, stop the bleeding. What Joshua's team is doing is actually making it look worse, in my opinion, because it's making it look more flagrant and desperate and obvious what they're doing. You get what I'm saying? Why would you wait till a guy's has a signed fight and then now you're like, yeah, we sent you a contract? Literally? Okay, so even when Wilder Fury hadn't been formally announced, you didn't send a contract. Do you get what I'm saying? First of all, man, this is, oh my gosh. I just thought about it. I thought, hold on. This is what I'm talking about. See, new media is on the case. People have to either get with it or get lost. There's no way. So I thought Eddie Hearn says they sent an offer. It's supposed to have Joshua's signature on it. Joshua was like, oh yeah, no problem. We got through all the bad parts, no problem. There's no problem. Remember he kept saying that? He's like, it's mad. We heard that. We went through long negotiation, no problem. We took all the bad parts out, kept the good parts in. I'm going to send it signed, and hopefully that's going to entice him to fill out the contract for April. Then Eddie Hearn kind of confirmed this and said, yes, we sent a contract. Shelly Finkel got on the horn and exposed him, and Shelly Finkel said they sent a contract, but like they said, Joshua's name was nowhere on it. It had Eddie Hearn's signature, you know? And he also said that it was some of the established points from the first negotiations were changed and shit. So why, like, I thought that you already sent a contract and they weren't responding to your emails. So what is this? What is Barry Hearn? So you mean to tell me? So just listen to the point I'm making, people. So what did you send them when Joshua says, I'm going to sign the contract, no problem. We took all the bad parts out. And then Eddie Hearn said they're not responding to my emails, right? And then Shelly Finkel said they sent pretty much a worse contract and it had Eddie Hearn's signature. So what was that? Because that was already after the Povetkin fight had already been established too. You get what I'm saying? So to me, that has to stipulate that you sent another bullshit contract and then they weren't responding to your emails. You know, they were just like, you know, fuck it. We negotiate with Fury. We're not worried about it. So they like put you on the back burner because you sent more flat fee bullshit or whatever, a worse contract or whatever, you know, and they're like, you know, whatever. We worried about the Fury fight. And then you realize you had to come correct because the Fury fight versus Wilder fight is a thing and it's gaining traction and it's gaining interest. So now you sent him another contract, I'm assuming, because they said I just showed you. He said we sent another improved offer. So that has to show you right then and there that they were sending some bullshit. Because how you send a contract with Eddie Hearn's signature, say they're not answering my emails, and then now you send in a new and approved offer once you get wind of Wilder Fury happening. See how it's a game? You see how it's a game? Why did you improve your offer if you already sent them an offer and you said it was a suitable offer and they never respond to your emails? I'm going to open the floor to y'all. Let me know. Question is very simple. Eddie Hearn, they all said we were going to have AJ signed for April and send him a contract. Shelly Finkel said he got something from them, but we're not playing their games. We're looking into fighting Fury because the contract was worse and it had Eddie Hearn's signature instead of Joshua. So if Wilder's team didn't even respond to you, then why are you sending them an approved offer? Why would you send them an improved offer if you really felt your last offer was good and they never responded? See, this is looking terrible, people. This looks terrible. Why would you improve your offer if you sent them an offer that you felt was adequate and fair, and you claim, and Shelly Finkel got on record, said he got the offer, but it was some bullshit, and you claimed it was a fair offer, and you claim that they're not responding to your emails. So what made you improve the offer? Don't all speak at once now. Why would you improve the offer if they didn't even respond to the last offer? So to me, it sounds like Wilder's fighting Fury. You know that's a big fight, and you know that they fronted you off, and they're like, they didn't respond, they didn't even respond to your offer. You know that they're taking the power away from you by fighting Fury and the public perception. So now you have to come correct and get rid of this flat rate bullshit. Because Eddie Hearn already been on record and said the new improved offer that they were sending today or yesterday is a percentage. So what would make someone do all that if they didn't even? Why would you? This is a bad look, people. Why would you now be sending them a percentage if they didn't even respond to your emails? What's changed? Wilder has not had any fights from that time to now. He hasn't fought anyone. The only person as of right now that he's fought, bro. See, I'm telling you, I could have literally been a lawyer. Wilder fought in March, the beginning of March, had a tough fight with Luis Ortiz. All this negotiation with Joshua happened after that, after the Parker fight, after that. So once again, what made you improve your offer? If your first offer was good and they never responded to it, why did you improve it? And why are you now sending him a percentage when he hasn't fought anybody? And according to Eddie Hearn, he says he doesn't believe the fight will actually transpire. He said, I don't know, dealing with Fury, he probably will fake an injury, or it's a 50-50 that he actually fights. He'll probably pull out. So once again, they're backed into a corner where the stuff they're saying is getting exposed and it makes no sense. Wilder hasn't fought anyone. He doesn't fight his next opponent until December 1st. Last time I checked, I'm not the smartest brother in the world. It's still October. And it's the beginning of October. So Wilder hasn't fought. Nothing's changed with this situation until he fights Fury. Right? And we have to see how that plays out. So nothing has changed with Deontay Wilder's situation. They didn't respond to your email because it was some bullshit, flat rate bullshit probably. And they were working on their own Fury fight. So now all of a sudden you send them an improved offer. What's changed? Wilder hasn't fought anybody. So just because he's stepping up and fighting Fury and you don't even know the outcome, you're going to improve the offer? Doesn't make sense. What would make them improve their offer? That is my direct question for you. Since Wilder, he's only had one fight this year. Obviously, we know he's having a second fight, but as it sits right now, they're trying to rush it and get him to commit. Where are you pulling this number from? How do you know Wilder's worth when you don't even know the outcome of his next fight? You don't know if the Staples Center sells out. What if they only sell 1,000 tickets? Where's this number? What if they pack it out and it sets Staples Center's records for boxing? What if it does 2 million pay-per-view buys, which would be good in today's standard? That'd be really good. So once again, it makes no sense to negotiate now because Wilder's already in promotion, about to start his camp for a whole nother guy. These dudes is trapped. What made Eddie Hearn and Matchroom send a better offer? Wilder didn't even respond to your last offer, according to you. This is their own words. They're not responding to your emails. So what are you sending this? What are you sending for? Why are you now changing it from a flat rate to a percentage? If you felt what you offered them was good, then you would be like, no. Like, I go to the flea market sometimes, and let's say they're selling a Blu-ray player, and they reach their price that they feel is fair, that they're not willing to, but it's like a brand new Blu-ray player, and they're like, I'm not going under $25. You can't get one in the store for, this particular model for $25 under it. And then if someone's like, what about 12, 13? You're like, no, I'm good, because I'm not going to do this. I'm not going to haggle with you all day. $25 is a steal for this particular model of Blu-ray player. It has 4K upscaling, blah, 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 right? You're going to have that's, if you know what you're doing is fair, and you're going to start losing profit if you go below $25, then you're going to draw the line and saying, hey, I initially went down from $50 to $25. That's the lowest, man. That's the lowest we can go. You're not going to find this in the store for $25. So if you knew your offer was pretty fair, you would get firm on him. If Eddie Hearn and Joshua knew what they offered Wilder, 2 weeks ago, a month ago, or whatever, was fair, then why would they get no response and improve the offer? What are you improving from? They didn't even respond to your emails per your own words. So if they didn't, it's not like they responded and said, hey man, this sucks. What if you give us this? You said they never even responded to your emails. So what are you improving? How do you counter or make an improved offer from nothing? Wow. So it's evident to see what's happening right here. It could be a couple different things. Damage control. You're putting this bait out here, so when you end up fighting somebody like Dillian White or maybe Gerald Miller in April, you could blame it on Wilder. So that's why Barry Hearn put out this tweet real strong, like, hey, we sent out an offer, the ball's in their court. No, that's the oldest. Listen, this is new media season. We're not falling for that. This is like the oldest trick in the book. The oldest tricks in the book where you're the culprit and then you blame the other guy for it. You know what I mean? Oldest trick in the book. Oldest trick in the book. Oh, we tried to make the Wilder fight, but he didn't respond. Wait for a guy. I've seen this. Triple G, Billy Joe Saunders did this to Triple G, factually. Triple G on his Twitter announced Willie Monroe, I believe was the opponent. Him and Tom Loeffler said, hey, no guys, we're fighting Willie Monroe. He was trying to get another name. And then the same day, Billy Joe Saunders sent out a tweet, and it was like, I'll fight you, you bum, and I want a couple things me way. No, we're not playing that game. Triple G been trying to fight Billy Joe Saunders at that time. He was trying to fight a big name like that. You wait till he announces the Willie Monroe fight, and then all of a sudden you jump bad. No, that's not how that works. That's just like, I remember in high school, it'd be like a fight at lunchtime or something, and the person was looking scared to fight the other dude. And then when the campus monitors or principal or teacher comes out and breaks it up, they're like, hold me back. Nah, don't do all that now. You wasn't doing that when there was no security, no teachers. Don't jump bad now. So these are the oldest tricks in the book. Guy gets a fight, and now all of a sudden you about that life. Yeah, fight me, you bump. He just announced his other fight. Why are you sending Wilder when he's literally the day his press tour ends, you send him a new offer, and he's about to get in camp for Tyson Fury? Like I said, this is a bad look. And that makes no sense. They be doing that the games in the hot seat. I'll call people out in the hot seat for certain issues. Step up in the hot seat. Step up, get beat. And they'll be in here and they just won't show face. Immediately after I end the video, then they'll be in the comment section. Yo, you're so stupid, ego. Yeah, blah blah blah. Totally going against what I said. No. You was in here when I was calling out people for the hot seat, but you waited until the video can't talk back because the live stream is ended. We know these games. We know the tricks. You waited till the live stream ended because what the outcome will be if you don't win in the hot seat. So you waited till the live stream ended to say the dumb shit. So, I might not see it, or, I don't do a hot seat for it. We know these tricks that people try to play, and we're not falling for them. You're going to send a man a contract before the outcome of his most important fight on his whole career. Make that make sense. And the thing I love about new media and Ego's army is we're posing the right questions, I feel, and we're saying the right things, because trying to justify it is only going to make them look dumber. All these old media channels, if they literally just answer the questions we're asking, even attempting to do it because they know it makes no rational sense, is going to make them look horrific. Why are you sending a contract you had from January to August? You didn't even have to fight Joseph Parker. That could have been Wilder negotiations. You know, you wait all this time. Now it's a rush to hurry up and fight when he's locked in to fight the biggest fight, you know, on his career, his first pay-per-view. I mean, it just doesn't make sense, people. And then what's worse is you're not even trying to wait till the outcome of the fight. You want to hurry up and lock him in now so he doesn't get his full value, his full worth if he wins. Nobody's falling for these games, man. It's too clear and too easy to see, you know? Why on earth would someone do that? Why on earth would you sign a contract before your big moment? You know what I'm saying? Like, so we don't get to see how he performs. You know, that to me, that stipulates you probably think he's going to do well. You think he might knock out Fury, and you know his star power grows if he does do that. And you don't want that. You want to box him in and have him like, gotcha, bitch. Remember on Dave Chappelle where he's like, gotcha, bitch? That's what you want to do. You want a gotcha, bitch moment where you lock this man into a contract, and he's locked into a contract before the outcome of his fight. You know, so even if he does exceptionally well, does good pay-per-view numbers, a Star is Born type of performance, you already have him trapped. You know, we're not falling for that. So, just real bad look for Team Joshua. Very interesting for Triple G, too. WBC ordered the Charlo fight. Let's see if he fights him. You want to fight Canelo so bad, you just have to go through one young, hungry lion, lions only, to get to him. That don't sound like a bad deal. You'll make decent money, good money, fighting Charlo. It'll definitely be a desirable fight for fans. Let's see it. I'm telling you, new media got the game in a cobra clutch. When you say stuff, it got to start making sense. Period. It got to make sense. And if it doesn't, I don't know what to tell you. Shout out to Huddy. He said AJ should go the Keith Thurman route, like Ego said. I mean, you definitely want to go the Keith Thurman route because you get the monkey off your proverbial back. You know, when you just say what it is. Whether people like it, it just gives people time. Like, put it. See, I like to give y'all analogies just to put it in a different perspective that's similar. If you had a girlfriend and someone you were married to or whatever, a real serious relationship, and she fell out of love with you for whatever reason, it hurts no matter what if you guys break up. But would you rather her just keep staying with you, but she doesn't want to have sex with you? She doesn't want to go out to the movies with you. She can't stand to be around you. You want to do that? You like, who wants to go through life like that? Like me, as a true alpha male? No, I don't want to be with someone that don't want to be with me. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, why would you want to stay with that person? So if anybody ever didn't want to be with me, I would rather let's get this shit let's get this shit out of the way right now instead of stringing it along and people start cheating and stuff because they're not getting fulfillment or whatever. And that's how I feel. So if AJ is the same thing, people would have been mad if he just came out and said, hey, I need more time before I fight a monster like Wilder, but it would let people know. But when you try to have this shootout and go tit for tat, but then all things considered, it don't look like you want to fight Wilder or your team doesn't want to fight, and they're saying things that make you look bad, then ultimately it's not a good look because, You know why it's not a good look, because it doesn't look like you're being a man of your word. And now that new media is here, it's like there's no stopping it, because we're just going to keep talking about this stuff. We have good memories. We're being honest. We're being professional. I don't know. It's the conglomerate. Like I said, it's the army. Gang. So, Joshua, he would have alleviated all these problems if him and his team just said it like it is. Say, yo, we're not trying to fight him. We're going to build it up, let it marinate. I mean, even to a degree, Golden Boy kind of did that. People are mad at Canelo, but they're mad at him regardless. They're mad. They're mad at you regardless. Like, whether you just come out and say it, they're going to be mad at you. But if you string it along and act about it like you want to fight this person, like, people, that makes people more mad though. You know what I'm saying? So you can at least people, bottom line, if it doesn't look like the best wants to fight the best, and they're making excuses, people aren't going to be cool with that. We know that, right? But beyond that, you can change the severity. People, I think, were more mad at Canelo when it didn't look like his side wanted to fight Golovkin, because Canelo was talking slick. He was like, Golovkin got in the ring after the Amir Khan fight, and he was like, yo, I'm from Mexico. We don't fuck around. We take the gloves off right now. Take this shit off right now. You're like, oh, shit. But then your team fights Liam Smith and vacates the belt after that. So that's all that type of stuff makes it look worse. If you just said, man, we'll see. We'll go to the drawing board, see what's good. Then it wouldn't be that bad. But when you talk about, I'm from Mexico, I ain't fucking around, strap me up, put the glove back on, me and Glove can get right now. You doing all that, people are like, oh shit. Canelo really. And then in September, Canelo vacated his belt, and Golovkin, no, give me my belt. And then Canelo literally gave him the belt at the time. These are all facts. So, people are going to be mad regardless if they don't get to see the best versus the best when it's kind of due, or when it's up for that. But you can at least, people aren't going to be as mad. It's worse when someone's talking grimy and it doesn't look like they want it. You know what I'm saying? Saunders Andrade is going to be decided next week, I think. So there's no updates until Billy Joe Saunders. The update is when he has the hearing, October 7th or whenever it is. That's the update. He has to meet with the state of Massachusetts, and they're going to decide if he's allowed to fight October 20th versus Demetrius Andrade. Andrade is fighting for the title regardless. It should be a title fight regardless of whatever happens to Billy Joe Saunders. You know what I mean? So he's in there like swimwear. He's either going to fight Saunders, the champion, or the champion's going to get stripped, and then he's going to fight the dude from Namibia, from Africa. Kumbalesha, uwalalesha, kumbalesha, uwalalesha, kumbalesha, uwalalesha, kumbalesha, uwa. Kumbalesha, uwalalesha. Y'all don't know what that's from. The Vampire Stream. Damn, you guys are good. Africa. Did we get him? It does smell like shit, doesn't it? Kumbalesha, uwalalesha. Hey, that shit was so dope. That is from Jamie Foxx. Y'all are good. Africa. Fun and away, and away, and fun and away, and away. Malaysia. That shit was so funny. Shout out to Jamie Foxx. Put me in a movie. I'm ready. I'm ready for my close-up, Mr. DeVille. That was a funny ass stand-up. But hey, I didn't know, cause I had the DVD. I didn't know that they had like I know for a long time now, but when it first came out, I didn't know that the DVD had bonus scenes, and this was filmed in Oakland, West Side. We out here, But the DVD had bonus scenes where he was singing. That shit was so funny. That should have been like damn near should have been in the actual regular thing, because I didn't find out about it initially. That was funny. He had he had people in the crowd coming up to sing, and then the girls was like, Jamie, I can tell you how I feel. And he's like, oh, I'll sing that song. And then and then some dude came up and he was like, Jamie, I can tell. And he's like, no, don't sing to me. Sing to the ladies. You making me nervous, dog. You making me nervous. He said, next thing I know, you're going to be looking at me all dreary-eyed, all googly-eyed, talking about, Jamie, let me put this dick up in you. Oh, my gosh. That shit was so funny. And he's like, I can tell you how I feel. Night. And Jamie Foxx will stop playing the piano. He's like, I can tell you how they feel about you. Hey, I got to watch that again. That shit was so funny. Wilder called him Tyson's Fury. That's what I'm saying. Wilder has no chill. He's just going to make up the words. I was on my PlayStations. I was on that PlayStation 4. I challenge all of you to play me in 2K onlines. Like the motherfucker just say onlines with a Z? I'll play all you onlines. Like it's singular. There's no plural to online. It's mines. It's online. He got that southern shit. That bro man from the Fifth Flow. Chillin', ma. Ain't nothing. Like, bro man, is that my robe? Yeah. It's cool too. Like, bro man, it's 3 a.m. in the morning. You left your window open, ma. I know. I was hungry. Had to make me a sandwich, ma. Like, what the fuck? Then I will. You could take off. Hey, that's why Tyson Fury and Wilder is a fun build up, because they're witty, they're quick. I like that type of humor. Because Tyson Fury, he got off. Like he started after the Spilka fight. He started taking off his coat or his suit, blazer or whatever, and he's like, Wilder immediately said, you could take all that off and run around like you some preacher. And it really, the way he moved, the way Fury did it, it really looked like one of them preachers that be like, God, the congregation. Like it really looked. And then that's when he came up. That's when the baptize you was created. But it lightweight really looked like something a preacher would do when the way he was taking off his garments. That shit was so funny. He's like, you can walk around like you some preacher.
Listen,
anytime, any place. No bother.
Listen, anytime, any place, anywhere. I'll fight you in your back garden like a dumb Klitschko. I'll beat you, you bum. You're a bum.
Watch it. He just acting.
As you can see, baby, I'm not a real fighter. This is an act. This is just an act, baby. You're not a real fighter. This is an act. I don't play this. I don't play this. As you can see, baby, I don't play this, man. This is just an act that you're doing. You should be an actor. But when we do step in this ring, this ain't wrestling. This ain't the WWE, baby. When you do step in this ring with me, if you do, because this could have been done a long time ago, you can run around like you a preacher and all that you want, but baby, I promise you.
Do you see how he slammed his shit on the ground? He said, you can run around like you some preacher all you want. This could have been done. Oh my gosh, that shit was funny. He said, I'll fight you in your backyard like I done Klitschko. no bother. Hey, Tyson Fury's a fool too. That shit, this is a good build up, man. I'll fight you when you the motherfucker just took the mic. Jim Gray was trying to do some interview, and he was like, "Yeah, Wilder hit." Like, it was Wilder's moment. Wilder knocked out Spilka brutally, and Jim Gray's like, "Wilder, what you think? I'll fight you in your backyard, no bother. You're a bum, no bother." Hey, he was wilding. Like, how you gonna just steal the scene like that? Meanwhile, all these dudes doing all this amped up animated stuff, and is Joshua? Does he even post on? See, bro, new media, man. I don't even think I followed Joshua his whole career. He used to post more. You know what I'm saying? Like, he don't even be on social media. Like, he might be on Snapchat or something. Look, he ain't posting in a week. I'm telling you, he don't even go on social, like Instagram. He used to post way more. Now he's only posting endorsements and commercials and shit. I followed him. I still follow him. You know what I'm saying? That man used to post a lot more. Just go look through his timeline and go look at how far in between. He don't even be posting, you know, unless he has a fight coming up. He posts the little things. He'll post little ads for protein, get your pectorials right and shit. Like, but he not posting like he used to post just different workouts and shit. He ain't posting that because he knows if he posts that, it's gonna be people, oh, fight Wilder, fight Fury. You know what I'm saying? Bad look, man. Because Tyson Fury and Wilder, they selling the shit out this fight. I'll fight you in your backyard, no bother, 25 so like, they're funny. Man, old media, you gotta do something, baby. You got everybody listening to it. You gotta do something, baby. What's up with old media, man? Hey, I let my watch talk for me, my whip talk for me. Bow, what up, home? I don't know what you heard about me. That bitch can't get $1 under me. Look at everybody listen. Yeah, selling good without an undercard announcement. Boom. That's a very great shout out. You get some claps up. Can we get some clap emojis? Clap, bravo. That's a great point. I didn't even think of it like that. It's doing all this just off the main event. LA turning up and turning out. See, I love my state. Shout out to California. Shout out to LA. I will see y'all soon. I'm going to come out there. I will. I'm going to be out in LA. I'm going to go get some Mexican food at King Taco. I got to do it. They got all the carne asadas. The Pollo Locos, you know. I was weak when Fury called AJ the weightlifter. That man just be... Hey, I'm glad his voice sounds better. See, you know, I'm proud of Tyson Fury. Win, lose, or draw, I'm proud of him. Because he was sounding fucked up for a minute. You remember when his voice was all, a message to the weightlifter. I'll fight you at 20. Like, he sounded like he had emphysema and shit. His voice sounds cool. Do you guys remember that? After his cocaine binge or whatever the fuck he was doing, when he was coming back and after he gained weight, his voice he sounded like Jada. He said, knock yourself out like you're boxing yourself. Like, why you sounding like Jada? J to the moi. Oh, I could curse. Ty's out in Michigan. Hold on. We gotta play some of that Kiss. Hold on. He said, oh, I could curse. That man Fury's voice was, he said it's raspy. Screw a press conference. Press this on your conscience. Like, fucking, you got a whooping cough, motherfucker? What is, you got the mumps out this motherfucker? Like, why was he sounding like J to the more? I was about to say Fury need to go to the Screw a press conference. Press this on your conscience. D Block. I don't want to sound mad or feel marvelous. Like, hell nah. That motherfucker. Fury was sounding like the Locks. Oh my gosh. But he looks and sounds better, so I'm proud of him. Oh, I can curse. Change gonna come just like Barack said. Like the Lock said. You'll be the man of the house, my pop said. Picture me rolling like Pac said. Gucci everything, Sierra Leone diamonds. This is a controlled substance. Oh, I can curse? Head collision. And no one could solve them. I'm long division. In a prison. That impaired your vision. Years of wisdom. It with him. The rhythm. Forbidden. Yeah, you kidding? 50,000 records sold, right? Yeah, you kidding? It was his time to go. He ain't care who did him. Didn't appreciate life and got it for living. Good Chiba. Sergio Tech sweatsuit. Good Adidas. Jules is invisible that we was supposed to get from them. Used to send them to the store. Now we blowing pit for them. Nowadays it's different. I was fortunate because I did a lot of listening. The new era is different. Everybody 357 and 4/5 in it. Drug program 2 to 4, 3 to 6 in it. Send niggas way out by Lake Michigan. Put the coke in the tires. Only if they Michigan. Never talk on the phone. Only deal with official men. You don't even know homie that put you in the shit you in. Got a busy schedule and I don't think I'll fit you in. What's good for me ain't good for them. Hey, Jada was snapping. Oh my God. Yeah. Oh my God. Shout out to the Lock. Shout out to Styles P. Sheik Luch. Jada was killing. He said, but it's ear forbidden. We got one more. Congratulations, homie. You made history. 1 million tickets in 25 minutes. Wilder. Straw press conference. Press this on your conscience. Yeah. Cheers. I want to sound mad. I feel marvelous. D Block. Double R. We gon' handle this like grown men, you won't win. You don't even feel comfortable in your own skin. I rap my ass off. I'm fighting the champ with the glass jaw at the Garden of Nassau. I heard you niggas behind bars, but you can bet your last 2 quarters. I never tell that much. Picture Kiss not come out swinging. It's like going to at a show and he don't come out singing. Oh my. Why? Oh my gosh. Hold on. We gotta do one pullback. Hey, that's an underrated diss song. That's Kiss was eating out there, and I like 50, but Kiss was. Oh my. We gotta do one pullback. You know, make sure y'all smash the like button. Oh my gosh, he was killing. I don't want to sound mad or feel marvelous. D Block, double R. He was killing. We gonna do a pullback, y'all. I'm sorry. See, Jada kills Eminem. See, y'all say this stuff, but Jada did a song with Eminem. The Locks did a song with Eminem. They respect Eminem. So y'all sound crazy. Rakim respects Eminem. You know, Havoc from Mobb Deep just said Eminem bodied MGK. So, you know, people always do this, oh, Eminem. But he's getting love from the people you guys is praising. Nas and different people. But anyway, we going to do a pullback. Y'all got to step your hip-hop shit up. We gon' handle this like grown men, you won't win. You don't even feel comfortable in your own skin. I rap my ass off. I'm fighting the Clint with a glass jaw at the Garden of Nassau. See me, couple hood niggas behind stars. I heard you put a good niggas behind bars. but you can bet your last 2 quarters I never tell that myth. Picture Kiss not come out swinging. It's like going to see 50 at a show and he don't come out singing. Yeah, you got a felony, but you ain't a predicate. Never the king of New York, you live in Connecticut. You don't be in the hood, you be in the woods. Fucking with me is where you really gonna be for good. I hold the 4-5 myself. Hop out the range on 145 myself. Since when has it become cool to get shot and not shoot back? Track shelved you, Braveheart. Now I gotta melt you. And don't try to pull rank on Kiss, cause the niggas that are sent ain't gonna be laid up spiff. I sit straight up piff. I did real songs with big, no made up shit. What's your second album about? Nothing, your raps are preschool. You made a lot of money, now be cool before I swell up your lips like seafood. He said, your steps ain't right yet. Oh my gosh. Shout out to... I'm sorry I didn't play Tekashi or whatever y'all want to hear. But yeah, man, it's just looking crazy for... It's looking crazy. Yeah, you got a felony, but you ain't a predicate. Never the king of New York, you live in... He was killing. But that's how Tyson Fury's voice was sounding like to me. Message to the weightlifter. I'll fight you. Like, he sounded like one of the movie characters. Joshua, I'll fight you at 25. Like, fucking Pirates of the Caribbean ass voice. But his voice sound better. You best start believing in ghosts. I'll fight Anthony Joshua at 25 stone. And like, what the fuck? Arr, rock me plank. That motherfucker was sounding crazy for a minute. Man, new media, we working, gang. You know, let's see if Triple G fights Charlo. Wilder Fury, I'm gonna help, you know, on my channel, build up the fight. All right, I'm done with Kane. He says Fury sounded like DOC after the crash. Wow. People sleep on DOC. That man could have been like one of the best. Like, he was writing for everybody, bro. Living that fast life. I think he hit a tree or some shit. But shout out to DOC. See, y'all, that's the real West. That, you know, that's the classic shit. That man was gifted. I think he from Texas originally. See, I know my shit. Yeah, you got a felony, but you ain't a predicate. Never the king of New York. You live in... Oh, my gosh. Let's get it. But, you know, as far as Barry Hearn announcing this, like, I ain't trying to hear it. You know, you sending a man a contract when he got a fight lined up. Like, why would you not consider that? Why would the outcome of his fight not be considered in the monetary value that he is to receive in the fight? Yeah, that's crazy about DOC. His teeth were stuck in a tree, bro. He must not have been wearing a seatbelt. You know, why are you trying to negotiate when another person... He got another fight. They're not worried about... See, the tables have turned. They're not worried about Joshua now. They made their point. The world see what happened. Fury called Wilder a stripper. I don't get that. It's funny, but why do you call him that? He was a strip or some shit? I don't get that. Shout out to Black Bruce Wayne Jr. Yeah, man, I'm about to get out of here. The Vampire Stream. You know, I gave my hour. We'll have more to talk about. Make sure you guys smash the like button. We just working. I still haven't played with my equipment, so I'm probably gonna work on that. You know, just chill. Let's get it. Yeah, man. AJ, if he fights Dillian White, that's a bad look, yo. Oh, cause he's skinny? That's not funny then. Oh, he was dancing on stage. Okay, oh, that's cool. What up, Maya? Yeah, man, I'm curious to see what Triple G's team says about... Listen, if they front... The new media is coming. If they front off Charlo, you know what it is. Like, if they're like, oh, who's Charlo beat? No, I'm not trying to hear none of that. Because it don't matter who he's beat. He's trying to beat you. You know? The WBC appointed him. He's the interim champion. Golovkin has 0 belts. So I'm not trying to hear no guys and all that. Let's see it. You know, you both of y'all want a mega fight with Canelo and make money. I'm assuming because you know Charlo has talked about fighting Triple G and respecting him. He's talked about fighting Canelo. You know, so let's see it. Xbox Fortnite. Do you think Triple G will win though? I don't know. You know, because that would clearly be the best name on Charlo's resume. I just know it'd be a good fight. I would lean towards Charlo, but it's not like, you know, it's not a foregone conclusion because Triple G, he got squabbles. He can scrap. But Charlo, I would lean towards him because he's in the zone. He also has a good jab. So, you know, Canelo has a really good jab, but he's sometimes with his jab. You know, maybe being shorter than Triple G. Sometimes short guys, they don't utilize their jab. They feel like, oh, I got a shorter reach, shorter arms, so that, you know, they're not as prominent with their jab. But tall guys, they'll jab the fuck out of you, and they'll do it like, I can't say all guys, you know, Paul Williams and stuff, but like a lot of them, Lennox Lewis. People have, if you have a jab and you're tall, you're going to use it. Lennox Lewis, Klitschko, you know, Vladimir Klitschko. Wilder has a good jab. People, that's what I'm saying. That's why I think, you know what, I'm going to go on record and say this. I don't know who agrees, but I don't really care. Wilder's 2018, if he could get past those two guys, Luis King Kong Ortiz and Tyson Fury, then he beats AJ. Like, I mean, I've already told you I think he beats AJ anyway, but to me, what I am saying, and please print this, if Wilder beats Fury, I think his 2018 is tougher than the AJ fight. And please print that, because styles make fights. Wilder is not the most technically efficient or proficient guy, right? So Fury's bigger, outweighs him, you know, historically, and he's real herky-jerky, moving and doing, you know. Fury be moving like Jerome from Martin. Jerome in the house. You know what I'm saying? Like, he just be doing hella weird movement and stuff. So that's that. And then we already know Luis Ortiz, southpaw, box on his toes, fight flat-footed. You know, he gives you a little bit of everything, and he's a southpaw. So if Wilder gets past this 2018 schedule and he remains unbeaten, then even more so, I always thought he beat Joshua, in my opinion, but I'm not above seeing it, you know, because I could be wrong. But I have reasons why I felt that. But if he gets past his 2018 calendar, I really, really, even more so, believe he beats Joshua. Just because styles make fights. Stylistically, Fury and Luis Ortiz are tougher fights for what Wilder, what his shortcomings and his strengths play more into Luis Ortiz and Tyson Fury than they do AJ, to me. So if he gets past these 2008, he already got past one. So if he gets past this next fight, he beats AJ, in my opinion. But again, this is just a boxing opinion. You know, I'm always willing to test it to see if I'm right or wrong. I think Gary Russell beats Leo Santa Cruz. No foul. No, you know, I'm not angry at Leo Santa Cruz. That's just my opinion. Styles make fights. But I would never not try to see the fight because, you know, Leo Santa Cruz, maybe he has a shot to beat Gary Russell. But, you know, that's how I'm built, man. Yeah, but you gonna wait till a man has a fight and then you gonna send him all these offers. Like, stop it, bro. That's like Nike, me announcing on my Instagram that I did a joint deal with Nike, and then Under Armour and Reebok send me a deal. And you see, I just posted a picture. Okay, so here's an example. Let's say at Ego Promotions. My dude, Jose Vargas, used to be with the Money Team. He just signed with Top Rank, like today, and tagged me in it. So congrats to him. He was with the Money Team, and he was a free agent. Now he just signed Top Rank. Again, congrats to my guy. He's a fighter. He sparred with Floyd. Actually, remember Floyd put out that clip, when he just did it not too long ago of him sparring someone. That's who I'm talking about. So he just posted it's him signing the Top Rank contract. That's like me hitting him up. Hey, you want to sign the Ego promotion? Like, that's stupid. I know he's just signing it. I just looked. I hate when people do stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'll be on Instagram and I'm at a weigh-in or something, and they see me working because I'm like, we working, and I'm about to record, and then they'll call, or they'll text me. Like, girls do this too. Girls I'm talking to or whatever. They'll like hit me up. Like you see I'm about to work. Like, why would you? I'm not saying you can't text me, but I'm just saying like they're like texting certain things that would solicit a long conversation. And I can't have a long conversation because I'm about to fucking film this weigh-in. And then after, upload all these videos. You get what I'm saying? And you're trying to have but people do stuff like that, So it just doesn't make sense. I'm not going to see Jose Vargas and he's signing with Top Rank. And I'm like, hey, you want to sign to me? Like, we should meet up. What? What are you talking about? Laughing my ass off. Women do it all the time if you playing PS4. See, that's what I'm saying. No, ain't no way you finna pause the game for your dumb ass. So I'm playing Call of Duty. I get clapped in the head and fucking texting you. I'm on a kill streak, bitch. You know what I'm saying? Like, just weird timing. I don't know. I don't like weird timing, I guess. Listen, Wilder pound for pound, let's just wait to see what happens. I don't even like this pound for pound list. Shit, ask HBO who's pound for pound. Because everyone they said pound for pound got slept or beaten recently. Except for Floyd. And they didn't even want him on the list. Loma's definitely not the best. He's very good. Good fighter. But bottom, man, whatever. I'm just going to say what it is. Because anytime I speak my mind, then y'all say I'm hating. The bottom line is, I don't think the Gervonta fight is as easy as some people make it. I'll just leave it at that. Both guys have a shot to win that, in my honest opinion. Both guys have a shot to win that, I'd have to see how Davis looks at 35. But if it were to have happened at 130, they definitely have a shot. Both have a shot to win. But, I haven't seen Davis at 35, but just his temperament, the style in which he fights. Mikey Garcia has a shot to beat Lomachenko. But if we don't get to see the fucking fight, then, see, this is what drives me insane. I don't care if you say Lomachenko is good, right? Say he's skilled. No problem. But people say it without even having, how can he say it when, how you say he's the best lightweight when he beat Robert Easter? That's good. I mean, actually, I'm sorry. He beat, I said the wrong name, Jorge Linares. That's good. But Linares had already lost to Antonio DeMarco. So, you know what I'm saying? It's not like he beat, this crazy undefeated. Beating Mikey, that would be, to me, he's clearly the best at 35 if he beats Mikey. You know what I'm saying? So it's how are people anoint? It's just people want to anoint what you are before. That's why I hate. That's why boxing is really weird. It's they want to rush everything. This guy's the next Bruce Lee. This guy's the next Sweet Pea Whitaker. And then he gets his Sweet Pea ass fucked up. He gets his pea split. You know what I'm saying? He ain't sweet pea. He split pea soup. You know what I'm saying? Because he food. He not moving out there Pernell Sweet Pea Whitaker. He fighting Paul Split Pea Soup. That's what we fight like. You know what I'm saying? It drives me insane to read these comments. Just let these guys develop. Don't tell me this is Pernell Sweet Pea Whitaker. I told you that's Paul Split Pea Soup. That's who the fuck it is. Ain't no goddamn Sweet Pea. You ain't even did nothing sweet pea. There's nothing sweet pea about you. You sweet tea. Pernell Sweet Tea Whitaker, maybe. You know that sweet tea be kind of hitting like at McDonald's. You could be him, but you're not Pernell Sweet Pea Whitaker. Stop. Like, it's just annoying. Yeah, the fucking sweet pea. That's sweet tea. That's Pernell Sweet Tea. You know, stop it. Stop comparing these motherfuckers. Oh, this guy's the next. Like, and then they never live up to it. Like, even when Kobe and LeBron were getting compared to Jordan or some shit, at least they lived up to some shit. But boxing is different. You know what I'm saying? Boxing, you know, the competition gets harder and you start seeing what people really can do. Like, I mean, honestly, if you look at like, shout out to my dude Ryan Garcia, but you see he hasn't fought for a world title, but his last 2 fights against game guys have been much tougher. That's what happens when you step up, you know? So he was knocking everyone out, but his last 2 fights, he didn't knock them out, you know? Because the competition is evolving, getting better. It's like, okay, we're going to start putting you in with a former champion, Jason Velez. We're going to put you in with this guy that just, he just fought somebody. The guy that Ryan Garcia just fought. I forgot who he fought. It was a named guy that he fought. You know, I'll pull it up. New media shit. But he just fought and lost to somebody. I'm drawing a blank. The Vampire Stream. So Ryan Garcia's last opponent was Carlos Morales. And he got stung in there. Oh, he fought Machado. That's who it was. Yeah, he fought Machado, who's a champion. So it's like he's experienced, tough, experienced guy. You know, that when your competition elevates, the fights get harder, things get different, you know. Yeah, I'm done with Tom Sawyer. Yeah, you definitely writing, you Mark Twain writing. He says Loma kills Floyd in 2019 any day. Bro, nobody believes you though. Lomachenko just did it. See, this is the funny thing with new media versus these bums. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna put him in the hot seat. Tom Sawyer, you in the hot seat. I can't even allow that on my stream. All right, he says Loma kills Floyd Mayweather in 2019. All right, based on what? See, this is what they do. They make fighters fight to an unrealistic standard. Loma isn't even qualified to wash one of Floyd's 100 cars. Wow. All right, so just Tom Sawyer, Mark Twain, or whoever the fuck you think you are right now. How does Lomachenko wash him? You tell me out. He gonna knock Floyd out at what weight? Let me know all the details. Explain. Yeah, if Floyd comes in a sucked up weight, you know what I'm saying? These dudes just say stupid shit. That's why we're going to get them out of here. I'm not even going to let that shit fly. So A-side Floyd wouldn't come down to 35. So Floyd loses 8 fights as an amateur. Loma lost how many? Get him out of here. I'm not even arguing with this level of stupidity. Tom Sawyer can go. Do we have any shooters? I haven't seen any shooters. Do we have any shooters that can get Tom? I'll do it. You know. Okay, why would Floyd come down to 140? You just sound stupid. So you the A side, and you gonna come down to 7 pounds at age 41 when you just fought Conor McGregor at 54? This dude's an idiot. You know, this is why new media wins. Because they have to say radical shit. And the motherfucker bringing up amateur. Floyd lost how many amateur? Who cares? Listen, this is why new media is on the right path. Eagles Army on the right path. He just said in 2019, Floyd would get washed by Lomachenko. But yet he's bringing up when Floyd fought as an amateur in the 90s. How does that make sense? You just said current Floyd would get washed by Lomachenko. So that means all the experience that he's gained since the amateurs. But you're referencing how many losses he has as an amateur in the 90s. You see how stupid that is? You said current Floyd loses. So the undefeated current Floyd, having faced Pacquiao, Diego Corrales, Castillo twice, Sugar Shane Mosley, Ricky Hatton, Maidana twice. This is the Floyd that you said would lose, But you said, oh, how many fights did he lose as an amateur? What does that have to do with anything? Lomachenko, and here's another thing. Lomachenko just did an interview in the UK. He said he don't know if he even wants to go to 140. So stop it. He don't even know if he wants to go to 140. And you telling Floyd to come down 7 pounds. This is why old media and HBO is out the game, because this is the type of stuff that they be saying. You know, why would Floyd come down 7 pounds? You know, people want Floyd to come down 7 for B-sides. They want him to move up 2 weight classes for Canelo, a guy he already beat. They want him to move to 160 for Golovkin. Notice how Floyd is held to this crazy standard. Floyd got to do all this. Lomachenko, tell him to jump up 2 classes and fight Terrence Crawford. They never say that. A-side Floyd at 41, accomplishing all that he's done, he got to lose 7 pounds for Lomachenko. He got to jump up to 160 for Canelo rematch, a guy he already dusted off properly. You know, why doesn't Lomachenko move up to 147 and fight Terrence Crawford? Because y'all know y'all don't want to see that. Y'all don't want to see what would happen. If you got knocked down by Jorge Linares at 135, good luck fighting Crawford at 47. Because I just watched Crawford's first fight at 47, and it wasn't good. Yeah, man. I'm out of here. That's a vampire stream. You know what I mean? Yeah, people want to anoint things and like cause distractions, but Loma still has more to prove. He's doing good for himself. He's skilled. Nobody's taking that away from him. But these radical comments and putting them with people, listen, I said this before the fight. See, this is why new media keeps winning. I'm giving you guys all the gems to be successful. You just got to talk some sits. Remember, I said Sugar Shane Mosley at 35. I think he would beat Lomachenko, prime for prime. And someone was like, no, bullshit. Lomachenko just got knocked down by Jorge Linares, who wasn't even doing good at the beginning. He wasn't doing great. He wasn't even throwing that many punches. You think Lomachenko would beat Shane Mosley? Mosley is one of the best lightweights in history. He's top 5 lightweights in history. You know, Roberto Duran, top 5 lightweights in history. And they had mad major cracks. You know? And Lomachenko's not hitting as hard as some of the people. You think Lomachenko hits harder at 35 than De La Hoya hits at 47, where Shane Mosley fought him twice? You know? You think Lomachenko hits harder at 35 than Pacquiao and Floyd hit at 47 with accuracy and speed? Stop it. You know? Lomachenko got beat by a damn Uber driver. Loma don't hit harder than Floyd at 130. Hell no, he doesn't. I don't even know if Lomachenko, rest in peace, Chico Corral. I don't know. Styles like that would probably be hard for him. Dude's about 6 foot, power, undefeated. Let's see Loma. Man, I wish we could boot this up in a video game and find out. Let's see Lomachenko versus undefeated Diego Corrales when Floyd fought him. When Corrales was like almost 6 feet tall, 30-0 with, I think he might have had 1 draw and 27 knockouts. You know, this is a big difference. Anyway, that's the stream, the vampire stream. Holla at your boy. Thank you guys for tuning in. More stuff on the. See, Mosley at lightweight was 32-0 with 30 knockouts. I'm trying to tell you. See, this is what happens. It happens musically too with hip hop. People don't even listen, and they'll say that guy, he can't rap. You know, that old guy, Busta Rhymes or Eminem or something. You know, because it's not their generation. You got to do the history. You know, Mosley was a monster at lightweight. You know, does anyone really believe, out of all the people Floyd fought in 50 fights, does anyone believe that Jorge Linares would even be in a competitive fight with Floyd? Like, especially like knock him down? Honestly, let's vote real quick before I get out of here. Who believes Jorge Linares would be the first one in history to knock Floyd on his butt? Sterling Patterson said never. Linares wouldn't even be competitive with Broner. That would have been a good fight at 35. It still actually got ordered. It'd be a good fight at 140. Floyd stops Linares. That's what I'm saying. Like, what are we talking about? Does anyone believe that Linares would have put Floyd on his butt at 35? But DeMarcus Corley, DeMarcus Corley was Floyd's first fight at I don't know if it was 140, 35 or 40, but it was his first fight there. And he got rocked, and he went on to dog Corley. Loma would lose to Paul Williams. That wouldn't be a good style. 6 foot volume guy. Anyway, I'm out. Holla at me. I'm dead at this question because these are real questions. You guys are saying he's better. Lomachenko is better than everybody in history. But, if that's the case, then why would Linares did how whatever. Some of y'all motherfuckers don't know boxing. I like Lomachenko. I think he's good, but put him in there with Edwin Valero. He's getting his top knocked off. I can't picture Edwin Valero losing to Lomachenko, and y'all saying he's the best ever. Who would win, Edwin Valero or Lomachenko at 35? Because y'all said he's the greatest ever. So how he wouldn't even beat Edwin Valero. That man Valero had cracks. Rest in peace. That dude had crack. Look at the Antonio DeMarco fight. That would be a horrible style for Lomachenko. Doing all that busy shit. Because Edwin Valero wasn't nobody's punk. Like, he's not a punk where he's just going to not punch. That's not going to happen. And then when he does punch, he's punching with so much velocity, everybody that fought him got fucking hurt. So he's like a Ruslan Provodnikov, but more skilled. And, and just better. Like, just all around better. Everyone that Ruslan fights usually gets hurt, Everyone that Edwin Valero fought gets hurt, but Edwin Valero had more skill than Ruslan, just more all around skill. Go look it up, research it. Edwin Valero was fighting bigger guys like Eric Morales and Oscar De La Hoya. Oscar De La Hoya, I believe, kicked him out of camp because he gave him a black eye before one of his big fights. It was either him or Morales. I think it was De La Hoya that got a black eye, got kicked out of camp. That would be a horrible style fight, And see, this is the thing, is like new media. You notice they never the Black Channel, they always say certain fighters got to do this and prove this, and Charlo and Errol Spence, who look at their resume, look at Crawford's resume. But then when it comes to like Lomachenko, good fighter, how come Lomachenko never had to avenge the Salido fight ever? Now it doesn't even matter. But why didn't he have an immediate rematch? Your third fight, instead of Gary Russell, it should have been the guy that beat you. Why? Why has he never to this day rematched the guy that beat him? He could just move on. Same thing with Golovkin. I think Jacobs beat him. Okay, he beat him on paper, but it was good enough where it warranted a rematch. If you're going to fight Vanes, why didn't you rematch Jacobs? That would have been a better fight, more money for everybody. But again, certain fighters have these close fights. Canelo, he could fight Lara and just never fight Lara again, I guess. Floyd has a tough fight with Castillo. He fights him the same year. Sugar Ray Leonard loses to Roberto Duran. He got to fight him the same year. And then he fought him again. But You know, these other fighters at ESPN and the now defunct HBO boxing, they tell you, and they never hold them to those standards, you know. Floyd and Maidana, yep, see, people said it was too close. He rematched him. But then they'll be quick to tell you Wilder, who knocked out Luis Ortiz, which really wasn't controversial because he got a knockout. They'll tell you Wilder should rematch Luis Ortiz. See, they don't mind when it's the fighter they don't care for, or if they're racist, the Black Channel, you know, and they don't care if the Black Channel fighter gotta keep doing the same work over and over. Wilder, he knocked out Luis Ortiz. There's no confusion. But then they'll say stuff like, oh, Wilder should rematch. He should rematch Luis Ortiz, just because you know it's potentially another difficult fight. So you don't mind seeing it. But Lomachenko actually loses to Salido, but he never has to rematch him. You know? That's why I respect Conor McGregor, because Conor McGregor, even his loss to Nate Diaz, he wanted that immediate get back. Fuck what anybody's saying. I don't care if you don't like Conor's trash talk. He's a real fighter. I knew he was going to lose to Floyd, but fuck all that. He's a real fighter because he lost to Nate Diaz fair and square, and he wanted that. He didn't want no other fight. He wanted to prove it, and he came back and beat Nate Diaz. Some people say it was controversial, but the judges seen it his way, and he came back, cleared it up. Same thing with Canelo. That's why I respect Canelo. He has a better resume than a lot of guys his age. You know, probably most guys his age. He fought Golovkin, showed he wasn't scared, fought a different style, fought the same guy with a different style that was more aggressive and a huge risk, and then he wins fair and square. You know, you see how that works? Lomachenko still hasn't rematched Salido to this day. Still ain't fought him again. Triple G had a fight, tough fight. First tough fight, you know, of his career, where it was like really, really tough, and he didn't win. He didn't get a stoppage with Jacobs. Never rematches him. Now he's ordered to fight Charlo. We're going to see what he decides to do. And if he retires or if he moves out of the division, that'll show you that, you know, all that stuff that they were saying wasn't true. So I hope he fights Charlo. Winner gets Canelo. Love it. I'm out. Let me know what you guys think. Drop your thoughts in the comment section.